Hello, hello, welcome. Sorry, sorry. There. I am just setting it in the thing, and we're gonna replant. I'm just gonna. What I'm doing is I want to add the. I want to add the plants that are. Um, I want to add the baby lemon trees to the big lemon trees. Sorry, just making coffee really quick. Needed another coffee. Can do this. So coffee. Some creamer. How is everyone tonight? Oh, there's my cream. Those burgers were so good that I made. I ended up eating another one. Those smashed burgers. Hold on. Okay. So, cheers. That's what I do when I go through stress. I get with my plants to start getting busy. Or I start a project. I usually do like organizing my house or something. I change things in my house, but today, what I want to do is a couple plants I want to do. I want to put these guys. I notice how big this one is getting, so I'm going to put these into this one. She's been with me for a lot of years now. She smells so good. I was just rubbing her one of her leaves, and all the oil came onto my hands. And look how big this leaf is. But yeah, I thought she died at one time, and then she came back. So she's got a little growth right there. That's from this stem. But I just left the stem here so that it has something to stand on. But we're going to add those. I've already loosened the soil around her. So we're going to add all these guys just to make more room in here, and put all those in there. And then what I want to do is this one. This is my newest plant that I got from my friend's daughter. I'm not sure what it's called. It's one of the, what's it called? It's one of these types too. What's a monstera? It's a type of a monstera. This is my monstera plant that I got. And when I first got it, it only had like one leaf, I think, down there or something that had a hole in it. So all of these leaves are all new. All these leaves are new, except for that one it had already. These ones are all new. 4 new leaves. And then it's got like the bigger leaf like that. I love my plants. And look at my prayer plant. My prayer plant, since I replanted it, it has spread out like so big. I'm going to have to cut her soon and give her a little haircut. And then there's my big snake plant that has two big ones in there. Yeah, they all started small, which I have more snake plants right here. And they were all really beautiful plants like this one. And then I left them in my car overnight because I was going to go sell them the next day. And then they all burned. And so look at this, the new plants that are coming from the old. This is the old part of the old one that burned in the summertime. So these are all coming back. This one's nice and big. They're all coming back. And did you guys know that if you put aloe vera with your plants, even grow aloe vera with your plants, or just squeeze some aloe vera in your plants, they will grow so well. Aloe vera is one of the best food for plants, and it's also one of the best rooting agent. Hello, Kung Fu Native. Hello. So I'm excited to do this one too, but we're gonna keep her for the last, because you know what I noticed about this plant, and it was really exciting about this is see this? It already has a little tail right there, so I can just cut it right there. And this will be another plant already. And then what I also noticed about this type of plant, this is the first time I'm experiencing this plant, that it gets little roots on its, that one's not a root yet, but it's got a little node there that the roots are actually coming out in. And so I can cut it here as well, and then there'll be another plant. So we're going to cut some of these, and these ones can also be rooted just by one leaf, but you have to make sure the nodes are on there. The nodes right there, those things are on there. Because you see these stupid like videos on YouTube, the shorts or even TikTok and all that. People will cut like a leaf without the node, and then they'll put it in a planter, and then they'll show you that it grew, and it's a fake. It's fake. These were grown from seed. And I live in Canada. I live in a very cold country. So the only reason that they're still alive is because I got the grow light. I got a little grow light up here. So yeah, that light, because there's no light in this living room other than that. So I mean, only light in this living room is the light that I brought into this living room. All right, so I'm going to put you guys somewhere here. Maybe on here. You guys are kind of in a pot. Let's see if we can put you in this pot. Okay. So, I'm going to take this down here. Oh, leave that up there. Okay. What's a heavy one? It's heavy. It's a big pot. Like big planter. That's why I wanted to put the other lemons in there. I did just put them all in here. I got a little footstool I'm sitting on. I got my host coat already on, but I'm not going to bed yet. Not yet. All right. These won't take good. These aren't going to take long. I just got to get my hands in there, dirty. I just stick my hands in there and make the roots. Okay. Okay. I don't want to pull the root off. I'll show you the roots. Hey, everybody. Look at the nice little roots that these little trees have. You can't even see them, can you? There we go. That's nice roots that it's got. So we're just gonna plant them around, and then I'll show them to you guys after I get them all in here. Okay, so one done. And how many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5. Oh, that one. Yeah, they all got it. Their roots are all nice. And then they're not lonely. They got like a mommy. Then the little lemon tree's got a mommy. I call it a mommy because eventually she'll give me some lemons, maybe. Nah, probably not. She just gives me the nice smell like lemon. Like if I rubbed on her like leaves, she smells like lemons. Like lime and lemon, yeah. And I had thought maybe these were orange trees, but then I looked on the app, and the app told me they're citrus lemon tree, but they may be orange trees. I don't know. I thought I grew orange trees this time, but maybe the plant app didn't recognize the difference between orange and lemon, right? Because the little trees of like lemon and orange, they're very similar. All the citrus trees, even grapefruit, lime, lemon, and orange, they're all got like the same type of they all got the same type of leaves. So the app might be wrong, and this could be orange trees. Because I thought I was growing orange. I thought I was propagated orange. I mean, what do you call it when you this is just a little other type of plant, which I'm just gonna put in there. Okay. All right. Now I'm done. That. Happy Thanksgiving if you're from celebrating today in America. Look at this. So I heard the Blue Jays are going to win again. I heard the Blue Jays are going to win. And you know what? The one year, I think it was whenever they won in the 90s, I predicted that. And I just was joking around to my friends, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're going to win, blah, blah, blah. I had no idea who they even were. I knew they were what they were, but I didn't know the Blue Jays to play ball or anything. Like, I didn't know. I knew they were a sports team, but I didn't know. And so I said, yeah, the Blue Jays going to win. And that year, the Blue Jays won. But I never got nothing. Nobody gave me nothing for it. But I was just a teenager then, and I was just predicting it. I just said something, and I was just doing a joke. I was just joking around, but not really, I guess. But yeah, now they're not alone. Now they're not alone. So yeah, there's a lot of new growth in this tree. See, there's new growth right there too, like a whole new stem right here from this one. So it's actually, this is the other old one, and it's gotten a new one right there. So she just keeps going. She's like, I don't know, 7 years old, 8 years old now. And I had quite a few of them that I did like last time. And then I gave a few away to people. And I guess other people probably couldn't keep them alive like I did. I'm a genius. I'm a magician. Make magic happen. I'm just kidding. I'm not a magician. I'm just a creative child of God that's very loved by God, and I just keep doing things. Okay, let's put this tree back. I always tell you guys that when I do the readings too, right? I believe that about myself too. All right, so well, I didn't flash anybody. I do have a shirt under there, but all right, now we can just sit down here, and I can just grab the scissors. And then I need a little a rooting thing. Oh, I should also do these other things right now too. So I've got some of this one rooting too, the purple passion. I got like some of those ones. Their roots are really big already, so I should maybe plant them as I'm doing this too, because that job there isn't a very big job. And if I plant these, like these ones here, look at the roots. Aren't they so pretty? This has only been like a week. They root very fast, and I'll show you the other ones. I got these ones here. So some of these are from, I'll show you, from the plant that I did already, from a baby plant. I gotta put my coffee somewhere where I'm not gonna spill it. All right. So like I explained to you guys, when you want a nice full plant like this, like if you want a nice full plant, this plant here was just growing straight up, like it was just growing up, like it was shooting at the top, right? And so I cut the top and I put them in these little jars to reroot again. And then what happened now, as you can see right there, new bud coming out. Right there, new bud coming out. Now down there, new bud coming out. between every leaf is a new bud coming out because I cut the top. Now, if I didn't cut the top, none of this would happen. And then there's their leaf right there that's already come out, and another leaf right there that's come out, and another one that's coming out right there, like, you know, double leaf up there. That's already happening since the other ones are rooting. So if you want a fuller plant, cut the top off. And even if you want to add more to the side, you can probably put, you know, one of the smaller ones in the side, but you don't really want to do that because it looks like this plant is going to be nice and full without that. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. Sometimes cutting the hair, like even with our cutting our hair, sometimes that's if you want growth, that's the thing that you think you shouldn't do is the thing you should do, like cut your hair. So like sometimes if your hair don't grow, cut it all off and then let it all start from new again. All right, so let me grab a pot and put those little purple passions in there. Let's do that first, yeah. You grab a pot. This one's nice. This is where I had my prayer plant in before. And then I had to take her out of there. Oh, I just know how to make a mess too. All right. Now, what we want to do is take these out. Oh yeah, these ones came from a different plant. So I think these ones were what I cut off from the top. Here's the roots already. That leaf is kind of dead. And the top leaves, they survived really nicely for that one. And then we have another one over here. It's already got the tiny little roots. I think this was cut off. One of these was cut off from the top. Or maybe both of them. I don't know. But anyways, then there's these ones. So I think we're going to get a nice plant out of this. Let's get them all out first and then we'll plant them. Because I'm doing a couple plants for a couple friends. They wanted this kind of plant. So, oh, look at that one. Like the water was out. So it needs to be replanted because it gets low on water right away in these little things. You know. Let's see what other ones we got in here. I'm getting hot now because I had to close my window because the wind was blowing. There's another tiny little root. And all of these are going to be becoming more. That's going to sprout out another one right there. Oh, another leaf that's kind of dead. So this one here has 3 leaves. And it's got nice roots. All right, let's get... Okay, we'll do all of these ones in this pot. Wish I could have it higher so you guys could see. I have to move, you guys. Okay, that's not the way I wanted it. Okay, hang in there, guys. I'm gonna have to go like this. That's too high. I mean, that's not high enough. Maybe over here. Oh. All right, maybe over here. I can't just turn the air conditioner on because I took them out. All right. Let me tighten this stand. Yeah, I wish I had a camera person, huh? That would work. Okay, now you guys can see it. Holy crap, now I'm hot. Oh, I'm having a sweating. Kitty cat. Okay, we're just gonna stick them in. I'm gonna stick them in. There's my other kitty. Here come my other kitty, Sage. My smoky Sage. I think she was mad at me for a while. I don't know, maybe because I just kept calling her Sage, and then she was very quiet, not doing much. Now I'm getting dirt on myself. And then I started calling her Smoky Sage again, and now she's coming out and being more playful again. I guess I just gotta call her the right name. Yeah, she's show them to you after. I'm getting so hotty over here. I'm gonna take the top of my sweater. I mean, how's coat off? I'm sweating under this light. I already turned it down. It's like being in a greenhouse. It cooks me if I'm like in a hot place like a greenhouse. And these lights, they give off a lot of warmth, you know. I'll show the plant to you guys after, and then I'll show you the other two that are already mothers. Mother plants. Yeah, these plants, you have to be very careful that you don't get the leaves wet. They don't like their leaves wet. So if you're getting a plant like this, make sure that you either don't get her leaves wet when you water her. Like bottom watering is the best for these ones. But in this pot right here, you can't bottom water it. So I just gonna have to lift the leaves up and put them like, you know, water underneath the leaves. Because usually if you get a leaf wet, it'll probably die on this plant. I've experienced this plant for like 7 years now, and she hasn't died on me yet. She keeps on going. There's times when I have to replant her, the whole thing, when she doesn't look very happy, but then she comes back around. She's got a personality of her own. I guess that's why they call her the Wandering Jew, yo. And she always makes you wonder. Wandering Jew. That's what they call her, or Purple Passion. There's a new name for it. I guess maybe that's a little bit racist or something like that. I don't know. But that's what I've always heard it to be called, is that, until in the more recent times. And I do have a spider plant that I had in there too, but it's not rooted yet, so I'm gonna let it root first, this little spider plant. And then this one too. These two little spider plants. I just put them in there too. All right, so we got them. And then we got these two. We're gonna put them all in. Look at this one. Now I'm excited. This one here is very strong, big piece. So we're gonna put this one right in there. Oh yeah, that's gonna look so pretty. Okay, now one of the leaves fell off. And I always, what's happening there? What's happening? Oh, I gotta cut off a leaf. Oh, what I was gonna say, what always happens is I get a dirty floor when I'm doing this. It's all worth it though. It's all worth it to look at it and then admire your plants. It's all worth it. And once she starts growing, she'll be so happy in this dirt with the nice roots she got. Okay. I think we're good. We're just going to give her some of the water that she was living in, or they were living in. Make sure all the bottoms are nice and a little bit pushed down. Show you the leaves outside. Okay, I'm ready to now water her, and I'll show you guys. Let me turn her around so you guys can see what I did. And there she is. Just from the new ones that I did today. Nice plant for somebody. So when you're watering her, you just got to kind of lift her leaves up wherever her leaves are down. Yeah. Let's see if she got water on this side. Give her some water on this side too. And then we leave her alone. I don't have the lights on the brightest. I have them actually on the dim right now. But so it's not as bad like for the heat. All right, let me get up. See what I mean? I make a mess. I did these ones the other day because so I let them just kind of scabe over, whatever you want to dry over overnight, and then I put them in here. And thus they're all cut off for that one. Look at this really nice bloom over here. Look at how pretty. Look how pretty. This one actually came out perfectly. I don't have very many blooms. I'm very proud of every one of them I get. There's one. There's one. And that one, the kitty cat's got that one, I think. But yeah, we're going to put this one, this plant, I'm going to put her up here. This one is doing really well. These ones, I'm trying to grow them. I just stuck them in there. I wasn't trying too hard, but it looks like some of them are dying, like this one. But we'll try another way. And so I also want to, not today, but what I also want to do now with this cactus, this is the original big cactus. What I want to do with her is I want to cut it right where that is, right there. And then I'm going to plant that. And so then she can grow more. And then, and this one here, take that one and grow it on its own, that one. And then those two will be growing on its own. And there's some more right there. Yeah. So the trick is you have to let them dry out overnight or a couple days before you plant them. The last time I did it, I did not do it. And then they got root rot. So that's what happened. And so this time I know that we learn. And this is my little prayer plant. See the baby one? This was the original part of it. And that's the babies. And that's from that plant right there. From that one. So I may not do this one today. But that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it the same way as I do my potos. And I might cut this plant all the way up to here. And then make babies from these. But maybe I'll just leave it for now. Because I already did enough, I think, with doing all of those. And then doing those other ones. I wasn't planning on doing these today, but it just so happened I did. And I got a bunch up there rooting that are potos. I just checked their water level yesterday, but the top shelf is all rooting, my rooting station now. So that's for the pothos, for the one that I cut from this plant. It cut its hair. So I still have lots of them that don't have their hair cut. Like here's one, like really long one. Here's another one. Here's that really big one. This one here is almost like a wall, like a beam. But that one right there, when I get some new soil, is that one I want to replant that one right there. That one there has a lot of babies in it. So look at them all. Yeah, it's going to be a big job when I do this one. And it's going to be a big mess. I hope y'all are all there for it with me. And I was going to ask you guys, what do you guys want me to make next? Like, do you want me to make cinnamon buns? Or do you want me to make donuts? What recipe would you like me to do next? Because it's going to be one of them. I just want to do something that you guys will enjoy as well. So anyways, leave it in the comments what you want me to make, donuts, or if you're watching later, donuts or what type of sweet thing you want me to make. Like bake or fry, whatever, like, you know what I mean, donuts. Right? So anyways, have a good day, guys. See you all later. Much love. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye, y'all.